Shannon, what do you make of Brady's comments?
I think he was well, obviously, clearly he was being very facetious.
Yeah, a little smile.
Great speed, strength, leaping ability, shooting ability. But Skip, you know, normally when we think of greats, historically transcendent figures, they're normally high draft picks. When you go basketball, you think of Kareem, you think of Jordan with the 3rd pick in the draft, Magic 1st overall, LeBron, yada, yada, yada. We don't normally see guys that go on and do what Tom Brady. And so if you believe Tom Brady is the GOAT, he was a 6th-round draft pick. That's where they part ways, Skip. And for me, although they're both great players, and you argue either way, GOAT, this one, that one, the GOAT, I think they have more differences than similarities. Because if you look at LeBron, Skip, the expectations, I looked this up this morning, LeBron James appeared on Sports Illustrated before Tom Brady, and he's 7 years younger.
That's a good point.
And what do you,
true.
Skip, what do you hear me say a lot of times?
Is that what you wrote on there?
There you go. Stop!
That was a bingo. That was a touche.
The number one thing, a lot of things kill careers, but I believe one of the number one things that kill a career is expectation.
Yeah.
LeBron James had the world on his shoulders.
No, I agree.
From the age of 17. He got drafted #1 overall. It wasn't no it was about, okay, we have a game-changing, a generational player who's about to change our fortunes. Tom Brady was a 6th-round draft pick. He got drafted to a team that had just given Drew Bledsoe the first $100 million contract. So he wasn't thought as a organizational changing player. Had to bide his time, and things happened. Tom Brady's played for one coach, one team in 19 years. LeBron James has played for 5 different coaches, and now on his 3rd team. So if we just take the first 15 years of his career, basically he had a coach every 3 years, and he went to 8 straight finals. Tom Brady's gone to 8 straight AFC title games. He's played in 9 Super Bowls. The different level of spotlight and expectations that come along with being LeBron James. Now Tom is in that stratosphere where the expectations, he's expected to perform at a very high level. And when Tom Brady doesn't have a good game, we need to know why. What's going on? Is Tom getting old? Is he slipping? Just like LeBron. LeBron has a bad game. Is he getting old? You know, he hadn't come back from that groin, you know, Jenny. You know, he's only 34, but that groin has kept him out for like 6 weeks, Jenny. Something's going on.
Father Time tapping him on the shoulder.
See, there you go.
Right? Well, I don't know.
Father Time is not.
A while.
LeBron James, over the last 3-4 years, he's been more outwardly, Skip, saying, I'm the GOAT. He's said things, he's done things to make you think. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that he's always thought this, but he's gotten very, very comfortable saying this. Tom Brady, you saw a little bit in Tom versus Time, how he thinks. Because, you know, Tom is like, oh, golly gee whiz, Tom, he's so humble, he doesn't think. But then it was reported that before the AFC Championship game 2 weeks ago, he walked into the locker room and said, I'm the baddest mofo on the planet.
He said that. That's what it's reported. Yep.
Whoa. So now Tom is like, yeah. So it just goes to show.
Did not say it publicly, though.
No. But it just goes to show the mindset. Skip, I believe both guys are great students of the game. They understand the game. They know the history of the game. I can see LeBron James trying to play until he's 42 years of age. So that's another 8 years. So he's going to try to be playing year 24, especially if he wants to play with Bronny. Skip, I just believe that there are more differences than similarities given their background. One guy came straight out of high school with the world on his shoulders. The other guy got an opportunity to go to college, spend 4 years in college, come have a great coach. Because by any stretch of the imagination, no matter what you think, Coach Belichick is either the first or the second greatest coach in NFL history. Whether you want Walsh, whether you want Coach Belichick, whether you want Coach Lombardi, or you want Coach Belichick, he's a top 2, top 3 coach. LeBron James has never had that luxury. I don't think any of the coaches that ever coached LeBron, I don't think they're going to be mentioned when it's all said and done in the top 10 of greatest coaches. And so that's what's working against them. So I think there are more differences than similarities, but the one thing is unquestioned. If you say one is the GOAT, the other has to be the GOAT as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
2 + 2 equals 4. 6.
Because my argument...
6 rings.
Whoa.
Brady's about to win his 6th ring.
Whoa. Hold on. Now, if you're going to use the argument and say Michael Jordan is 6-0, he went 6 times, Jenny.
Yes.
He didn't lose. That's a great accomplishment. You can't then say Tom Brady is the GOAT because he's gone to 8 and lost 3 and not say Joe's the, because if undefeated weighs in favor of one, it has to, weighs in for the other. So is it more important to get knocked out in the second round? Because guess what? Michael Jordan's getting knocked out in the first round, getting swept in the first round. He doesn't get finals deems. LeBron James don't know what that's like to get knocked out in the first round.
I would like to leave the original and only 23 out of this discussion.
Really?
This is about the faux goat.
That's just how I'm doing that, Skip.
The faux goat.
No.
The fake 23 and the real 12 up in Foxborough, because there's only one number 12.
Oh, Jay Bradshaw said, that's me.
Yeah, that's this guy. And the faux 12 is in Green Bay.
You don't do that, Skip.
Okay.
Different discussion.
Yeah.
Why did Tom Brady last until the 6th round of his draft? Because he had absolutely nothing in common with LeBron James physically, right?
No.
He ran the ugliest 40-yard dash in the history of the combine. It's just hard to watch. It's hard on your eyes. It was an eyesore of a 40-yard dash. Did he have the biggest arm? No, he did not.
No.
Did he have John Elway's athletic? He did not. Nope. Did he have any touch of Michael Vick? Nope. He had none of the above. He was immobile, and he had, you'd say, an above-average arm, an accurate arm, but nothing to write home about, nothing to write a draft report about where you would rave about Tom Brady.
Yeah, we need to take this guy in the first 3 rounds.
No. So, back to this. I got to tell you, this headline on this story that was written by Pro Football Talk that we're using as our sort of springboard into this conversation.
Okay.
The headline is misleading and ultimately offensive to me because it says Tom Brady shares one trait with LeBron, competitiveness. Well, if you read the quotes, again, Tom jokes about how he shares nothing in common with LeBron athletically. He just makes one joke after another. You can do everything, height, speed, strength, all those things. Yeah. None. He just jokes about that. But he does not say, I share with LeBron competitiveness, because he doesn't talk about LeBron when it comes to competitiveness, because he knows LeBron is not in his conversation when it comes to competitiveness, clutch intangibles, and leadership intangibles. That's where, if I could take Tom Brady and pour his intangibles into LeBron James, I would have beyond Michael Jordan. That player would make you forget about Michael Jordan because it would be unfair what you would have. Because the deficiencies in LeBron always come down to intangibles, not tangibles to me. So what do we have in Tom Brady here? We have 5 rings that each included a game-winning drive in the Super Bowl. That's extraordinary. He doesn't get enough credit for that. So he's won 5 Super Bowls, and all 5 times he had to bring them back in the clutch in the 4th quarter or overtime, obviously, in the Atlanta game. Do we deduct
against him? Do we deduct that he was behind to begin with? If he was great, why are you behind?
Come on.
I'm just saying.
He canceled all that out.
Okay.
And he won a 6th ring, or he had a 6th game-winning drive, in my humble estimation, that got canceled by the luckiest single play in Super Bowl history. That by admission of Eli Manning, who we had at the Houston Super Bowl, and who admitted, it was the luckiest play because he basically just, I don't know how he great escaped from about 6 Patriots, and then he closed his eyes and flung it as far as he could into the middle of the field, and somehow David Tyree caught it, and it stuck in his face mask, and that came with 1:15 left in that Super Bowl and set up the throw to Plaxico to win that game. So it canceled out a 6th game-winning drive that came with 2 minutes left.
Skip, why do you always do that? Why do you always say he could have had 6? What if Adam Vinatieri misses those field goals?
All right, but he set up those field goals. He did what he could do to set up that field goal. But if Adam
Vinatieri doesn't cash him in, Skip, we've seen that.
Okay. So the point is, we also forget that just a year ago in the AFC Championship game, he brought the Patriots, albeit at home, back from 20-10 down in the 4th quarter to Saxonville, remember, with 138 yards passing and 2 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. That was the AFC Championship game. And then we just watched him at Kansas City in the AFC Championship game bring this team from behind again and again in the 4th quarter, and then in overtime complete 3 straight 3rd and 10 passes. It's just impossible what he pulled off at Kansas City to win that game with a game-winning drive. So that's not counting, obviously, in his Super Bowl ring drives. And so for his postseason career, he has 12 game-winning drives. That's twice as many as the second player on that list, who happens to be the quarterback who threw passes to you. John Elway has 6. So he had 6 in his career. Tom Brady has 12, and, you know, just me, I wouldn't bet against him to have another one this Super Bowl Sunday.
Right.
And by the way, I don't think he's anywhere near finished, so he could keep adding to that list at age 42, 3, 4, and maybe 5.
But see, Skip, you give him far too much credit because you make it seem like he's playing offense and defense. Yeah, you have to have those game-winning drives, but you don't give the defense any credit. They shut after they went down 28-3. Coach Belichick's defense.
Okay, I do, but it's still the quarterback has to keep making the decisions and the clutch throws to pull you out of the fire.
But you see what you did? Okay, why didn't he do that last year against the Eagles?
Well, he only threw for the all-time playoff record, 505 yards.
And what did he get him? Because Coach Belichick's defense couldn't hold up.
Couldn't hold up. It gave up 41 points. It was a disaster.
Okay, see, it was a...
I mean, you can only do so much. If you score 33, you should win a Super Bowl game. And by the way, that was the most points a Super Bowl loser has ever scored. So that goes on your resume.
In Tom Brady's before last year, in Tom Brady's previous 7 Super Bowls, how many points had Tom Brady scored in the first quarter?
I don't even care. He's got 5 rings.
I just asked you. Hold on.
Who cares? That's just like nitpicky. Is that all you got?
Hold on.
Seriously?
Hold on. You keep telling me.
I mean, that's beneath you.
How is it beneath me? He's got 0 points. So what's he doing, Skip?
It's lame. It doesn't matter who won the games.
Okay.
It's 4 quarters.
Well, I don't want to hear anything about how lucky David Tyree. Who won the game? I don't want to hear nothing about 505. Who won the game?
What happened the first time Tom Brady touched the football against the Chargers this year? What happened the first time he touched the ball against Kansas City this year? What happened? Boom happened. Boom.
Hold on. Are we doing? You were doing Super Bowl.
Remember, Coach Belichick has been like infamous for winning the toss and deferring and taking the ball out of the GOAT's hands.
Okay, what did he do against that first possession against Tennessee?
Let's go back before we run out of time because
we got plenty of time. We
don't have plenty of time. We got to go back to your man LeBron James. Too many failures are already on his resume for you to even hold a candle in this discussion to Tom Brady because. Do I need to remind you that back in 2011, he suffered the worst superstar meltdown we have ever witnessed in the history of sports in the NBA Finals against the Dallas Mavericks? It's just unquestionable. The chosen one turned into the frozen one. Remember that?
Was it worse than that
Games
one that
4,
Tom
5,
Brady
and 6?
Baltimore?
Against Baltimore?
Yeah. Opening round?
This is the NBA Finals. And let me continue. No, well, he's got 5 rings. Yeah, he's had some. That's not a failure. He's lost games. This is the all-time. Shannon, this was the all-time embarrassment.
Skip.
It was the all-time humiliation.
Okay.
I've never seen anything like it. He just froze up.
Okay, how about...